Hey y'all, please excuse me for my absence. Sometimes I just can't get out of my head. And it felt like what I was doing as far as reading through Matthew, I felt like didn't feel like I was doing it that well. So I want to try something different. We're still going to go through Matthew. I'm going to go through the 9th chapter of Matthew. Now what we see in the 9th chapter of Matthew is Jesus was asked before, in the very last verse of chapter 8, he was asked to leave the region that he was in. So Jesus got his disciples, they went on the boat, and they left. It says in the 2nd verse of chapter 9, some people brought to him a paralytic, lying on a bed. When Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, "Take heart, my son, your sins are forgiven." And when he said this, a lot of people, the scribes and Pharisees around, they were like looking at each other. They were probably gossiping about Jesus. They had it in their heart that he was blaspheming, and Jesus called them out on how their heart looked. But if you go to Mark, it goes a little more into detail in Mark 2. It says, when he returned to Capernaum after some days, it was reported that he was at home, and many were gathered together so that there was no more room, not even at the door, and he was preaching the word to them. So this gives us more detail. He's in this building, everyone's crowding him, like even up to the door, it's just super crowded, no one can get through. And it says, they came bringing to him a paralytic carried by 4 men, and when they could not get near him because of the crowd, they removed the roof above him, and when they had made an opening, they let down the bed on which the paralytic lay. And when Jesus saw their faith, he said to the paralytic, "Son, your sins are forgiven." Now some of the scribes were sitting, questioning in their hearts, "Why does this man speak like that? He is blaspheming. Who can forgive sins but God alone?" And immediately Jesus, perceiving in his spirit that they had questioned within themselves, said to them, "Why do you question these things in your hearts? Which is easier to say to the paralytic, 'Your sins are forgiven,' or to say, 'Rise and take up your bed and walk'?" And the rest, like he heals the man, he tells him to pick up his bed and go. So this first section in Matthew 9, I hadn't even gotten to the 2nd page yet to get to the rest. And if I would just read through the whole thing, I'm missing some incredible things, and I believe that's what I may have done before. So I might have to take this a little slower at a time. In the first section, the first 8 verses of Matthew 9, people are bringing Jesus, this person, and they take the roof off and they lower him in. Imagine if we had friends that when we were going through a hard time would take us and bring us to Jesus, which means they would come and be like, "We're going to pray over you." And imagine if we were the friends that went to people that were brought low and we tried to lift them up and bring them to Jesus in prayer. Imagine the things that we could do. Yesterday, I had someone ask me how I was doing, and I told him how I was doing. The paragraph was a long text message about how tired I am. After sending that message, do you know how I felt? I felt better, because I believe that he prayed for me after I told him how I felt. And prayer works. There's power in prayer. Like they interrupted Jesus's sermon, his teaching. They interrupted him, brought some paralyzed dude, and asked Jesus to heal him, and Jesus did. Sometimes not necessarily the physical, but our spirits need healing. And the only way to do that is to lift up your eyes and say, Jesus, help me. I'm brought low. My spirit's down. I need help to feel better. I need help to because if I'm feeling this way, then my heart's in the wrong spot, and show me where my heart needs to be. Put my heart where it needs to be. And Jesus will do that. It's an amazing thing. This little section of Matthew 9 verses 1 through 8, it really has a great story. You just kind of got to look in the other Gospels to get the rest of it. But to summarize this very small section, 1, get friends that'll bring you up. Get friends that'll bring you up when you're low and bring you to Jesus. And 2, be the friend that when other people are low, you bring them to Jesus. And that's kind of all I got. But again, I apologize for being gone for I don't know how long, like a week or something. I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving you guys. I just had to figure something different out with this because I was missing some points and it just didn't feel right. And now this feels right because there's actual things that I'm going through and I'm not skipping over them. So Matthew's going to take us a little longer to get through. It won't be chapter by chapter. It'll be like section by section. It's going to take a long time. But it'll keep us fed because we're feeding our spirits. But thank you so much to the new subscribers. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm excited to have you guys here. I'm excited that you guys want to have your spirits fed. And I hope you guys stay blessed. Thank you very much.